Well, hello, my beautiful ones. So we have this new moon in Scorpio. This is going on today. We feel the effects of the new moon for about 2 weeks, sometimes 3, depending on your chart and how things are. So I'm going to start with Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Then Aries. Sagittarians, if you were watching my monthly video, I said the most viewed video is going to get an extended reading in December. Looks like Sagittarius is winning by a far mile, right? So, congratulations so far, Sagittarius. We'll see if somebody comes up behind you, but you guys are pretty much in the lead right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and do you guys first. So, welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including astrology, tarot, mediumship, all kinds of stuff to help you on your path. So my gorgeous ones, this new moon is a particularly powerful, new moons are pretty powerful, but this one's got a lot to do with your past, which if you looked at the thumbnail, that's why I said the rising phoenix, because Scorpio to me is like the rising phoenix. They like to go within, they like to transform and come out, right? And so this is what this new moon's about with you. If you watched my new moon video on the astrology part, you'll see that there is something from your past that you need to make peace with so that you can move forward to this new stuff coming in. New moons are about manifestation, starting new things, new beginnings, new projects, new money, new people, new relationships, new, right? And so because of that, Spirit knows your heart, God knows your heart, oneness knows your heart, universe, whatever you call that higher being. They know you want to be at peace. They know that moving forward, this needs to get resolved. This is something that you're wanting to get resolved, not needing, wanting for your path. So I thought I'd do this quick tarot reading. I just kind of put this layout together, and we're going to talk about, it'll have 4 positions, and if I need to get any clarifiers, I will. I am using the Grand Lux for you guys. When I think about my tarot cards, again, I don't attach myself to any cards or any modalities, but these sort of represent you guys, the fire signs. The Lux represents, it's got a lot of your energy in it. So let's get started. All right, my Saggies. So the first position is going to be about where I am in the present. So where are you? Ooh, I know y'all are tired. I feel like tired and anxiety. And you know what else I felt when I was meditating for each of the signs? And I felt with your sign, I was feeling like, I always think of you as the centaur, right? So you always, to me, that represents you always having your foot on the ground, but looking up to the stars and beyond, right? And so when I think about how you're feeling now, it represents that. I feel like I'm grounded in the things that I know, and I feel like I want to bring those things that I know to be true to the physical, but there's some anxiety of looking in and not really being able to capture it or grasp it, because as much as you've tried to grasp it, it hasn't come down, and you're trying to figure out why hasn't that come down. Why is it that I know to be true what I know to be true about the universe and how this universe works? It's worked before, it worked in the past. Why isn't it working now? And when is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? Okay. And so the message I got from you guys is not to lose faith. Just don't lose faith. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Our lives are going to be changing. Some of y'all already. Our lives are always changing, but I'm talking about the changes they are wanting to see. Yeah, some of y'all, a little bit of y'all had a little bit stuff come through since I've talked to you guys last. But just wait for 2 weeks. Like, wait for this next week and this next week. We've got a lot of things coming. But I'm tired of saying that. And trust me, when I'm meditating and talking to God, Source, Oneness, Spirit, when I'm talking to them, I'm like, I need some proof too. I need some proof too. I don't need the proof. I want the proof, right? So it's time for the proof. It's time to stop talking and give me the proof, right? That's kind of how I feel. Yes, I have those conversations with them. Oh. So, yeah, these are better conversations than it was way in the past. Trust me. All right, so let's look at your present. You have the Lover's card. Well, you guys know the Lover's card to me. So this present is, where am I? What's going on? What's my life about? Where am I at in this new moon? This has to do with the new moon in Scorpio, right? Letting go of some stuff, having some new stuff come in. What's coming in? Where do I need to focus? What's going on, right? So right now, this is about the Lovers. This is your present. So some of you, and everybody has their own thing. Some of you are like relationship driven. Some of you were about everything's been taken away and I just needed to survive, right? Others of you were lucky enough because this wasn't the phase of your life where you had to go through that. You were in the phase of your life where you were learning about relationships, or are, right? And so the Lover's card is about, it's a karmic card. It's a 50-50 card to me. This is about wherever you're at learning these lessons, understanding these lessons. Yeah, learning the lessons makes me feel like it's like at school. This is not what this is. This is something that you were trying to experience from your soul level in your physicalness. Yeah, just because you wanted to, some of you. It's deeper. I don't want to go too deep. Because then I have to explain the universe in between lives and where we go and all of that. And so I don't have time for that. Just know that even though it doesn't feel like, why would I want to freaking do this? It was something that you wanted to do. These were some things that you wanted to do, but it's a phase. That's what I need you to understand, that it's a phase. It's not going to stay. Nothing in life stays forever. Nothing. We live in a world of duality. Things die off. We go into new phases. This was a phase. Where you're at now is that you're at that almost completion of, I've experienced these things, and what am I taking with me, and what am I going to leave, right? And when I say leave, it never goes away. It never will go away. It will always be a part of you, all of these experiences, right? But you will not focus on them as much as you used to, okay? And that's what you're trying to decide. Who's staying with me? Where am I moving from here? Who's going to be leaving me? Who am I going to be not focused on anymore? What situations am I not going to be focused on anymore? And this is what this Lover's card is about. For some of you, it's about the relationship. We've learned our lessons. We've come together. We've had these experiences. Is this it? Right? Is this it? Am I willing to move forward, understanding that this person is who they are, but also understanding that we all grow? Am I willing to take the shot? Am I willing to take the chance? Or am I headed in a different direction? Right? That's what I feel like here. So that's where you are in your present. The next one is letting go. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? Oh, yeah. I'm sighing because y'all. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of in this new moon that I have been working on letting go of, right? But what do I need to let go of that's going to help me fulfill my path? What do I need to let go of? So you have the Four of Cups. Very, very interesting. It's not a person you need to let go of, which is to the T of Saggy, right? It's not a person you need to let go of. I think some of you think it's a person you need to let go of. I feel like with this card, it's a perception that you need to let go of. I feel like it's a perception of, can I ever have that? See how he's looking like, it's so far. You know, I have what I have here, but this isn't it. This isn't it. It's not that I'm not grateful for these things. I'm grateful, but this isn't it. Right? Right, Saggy? And you look here and you're like, that's it. But that seems so far. Why is that so far? It just seems so far. Whether it's the marriage, whether it's the partnership, whether it's the both career and marriage, career and partnership, career and family and all of that, like whatever this is it. And I feel like what you need to let go of is this change in perception. I'm going to remind you, because you guys never, I won't say never, you hardly ever do this, right? But I'm saying this so that you can be reminded that you never do this, right? It's time to stop the whining. You don't whine usually, but I feel like some of you are like, ugh, right? And in that, you're making this far. You're making this too far. It's a change in perception. It was always yours. It's yours right now. It's always been. It always will be. It is right now. Always was, right? This thing is right next to you. This thing it can engulf you. This life right here can engulf you. You just have to let go of the perception. Letting go of the perception will make you focus on the actual resonance of that. That makes sense? So letting go of this, it's so far away. And some of you letting go of the past trauma. That doesn't mean like I need to let go of it because I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to move forward. That means making and coming to some peace with who you are, with what you've done, with what you've allowed other people to do to you. Making some peace with that will release that energy and refocus you into this dimension. I'm seeing a lot of dimension, physics stuff, so we must have a lot of physics people around. Physics stuff, a lot of dimensional stuff where it's right here. And to get to that, it's about focus and tension and releasing that, releasing and letting go. Let go of the guilt that, yes, I should be happy for this, but this isn't it. Let go of, yes, I allowed people to do things to me in the past, or they did those things to me in the past, and what was I thinking? Let go of all of that. Make sense? Okay, then in your third position, this is your focus and where you need to move forward to. Where does your focus and your intent? This is the new moon. You should be not only letting go and changing your perception, but you should be your thoughts. Remember, your thoughts become things, right? Your thoughts become things. So your thoughts should be where you're headed. Your thoughts should be where this is right here, right? Your thoughts should be that today. Should be that for the next few weeks, right? So where is that? And you have the Devil card. For some of you, you need to make it an addiction. For some of you, it needs to be your thought. Forward moving, that dream that you see, that life that you see for you, that partnership that you see for you, that family that you see for you, that thing. That needs to be almost like an addiction. You need to enjoy, you need to relish, you need to engage, you need to do. You need to just be thinking about that. If you were an Aquarius, I'd tell you to stop thinking because you're thinking too much. But as the Sagittarius, I feel like it's all over the place. And I feel like you need to focus on enjoyment, your desire, what you want, what it is that you see for yourself. Make those your everyday thoughts all the time. Anytime you can consciously be aware of your thought, it shouldn't be that I don't have it yet. It shouldn't be where is it. It shouldn't be it hasn't come because. It shouldn't be I feel so guilty but. It should be this is it. This is what I want. This is what I'm moving towards. This is what I'm going to get. This can be here right now. You have a knowing, Sagittarius. You have a knowing that you can move dimensions, that things from nowhere can appear. You have this knowing. Put your thought into that. And then last but not least, honoring these things. What would be the outcome in the next couple of weeks? You have some decisions to make. You have some choices to make. For me, I see spiritual. This is funny. I see spiritual and I see physical. And what you don't understand is that they come in the middle and are both. Does that make sense? I know that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let me see. I'm seeing that you think if I have this, then I can't have this. If I do this, then I can't do this. How am I supposed to do both? Didn't I say you were the centaur? Maybe that's why they had me say that. I see you as the centaur. I see you as taking what's from earth, or taking what's from spiritual energy, energetic, universe, God, source, oneness, your higher self, your angels, from nothing and becoming mass. That makes sense? Just because you go in one direction doesn't mean you can't have both and they won't meet in the middle and become gold. That makes sense? Okay. So, good luck, Sagittarius. You know I love you, love you, love you. Now, let's look at Leo. All right, my lovely, luscious lions. I know y'all are going through some of it. Ooh. So, I'm seeing that some of you thought that you put the past away, and it's coming back to haunt you. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm feeling like, and this is not for everybody, I'm feeling like some of you thought, if I don't see it, if I don't talk about it, if I talk about this, then this will happen, and that will be forgotten. And I'm hearing for some of you that it's time to pay the piper, right? And by that, it means that there are some things that need to balance out in your life, which means you have to go, and it's been brought to your attention already. It's something that y'all are going through, because it needs to balance out. And it's not a punishment. It's not a punishment. That's what I'm hearing. It's not a punishment. It's not, how do I explain this? It's not a punishment. It's, so it's not a punishment. It's a, how do I say this? It's the way that your pure, true heart wants to live this life. That's what I'm hearing. But you have fire. Your element is fire. And you have an ego. And sometimes that gets in the way. And sometimes that gets imbalanced. Ego is very, very good. I have always said we need our ego. But sometimes when our ego starts running our spiritual side or our energetic side, it's really, really important to keep a balance in all of it. The physicalness, the ego, the mind, the soul, all of it, right? And so maybe you're not so proud of some of the things that you've done in the past. Maybe you thought you were justified in doing some of the things of the past, right? And then maybe some of you thought, well, if I don't say it and I don't look at it, then it will go away. And it's been so many years now that it's gone away. And why is it coming back? Because it needs to be balanced. Because where you're going and what you've been clearing and what you said you wanted needs this to be released. It needs it to be released. Why? Because it's the way a true lion's heart wants to be in this life. That makes sense? Okay. So, where's your present? Where are you? You have the 9 of coins. So you've accomplished a lot. We know this, Leo. You've done it on your own. You and you alone did it. You have these people around, but sometimes you're not really sure if you can trust them. See, what I'm feeling is like you carry the people around you. That's what I feel like. You carry the people around you. Right? And so this is where your present is. This is your thought. This is, well, you're the lion, right? You're the king. You're the one that is center stage and everybody is going on your cue, or they're going off your cue, right? And so I'm sure that there's some things that you've accomplished in the last couple of months. I'm sure that yeah, there were some things that were delayed. We've all had things delayed, but for the most part, you're solid financially. Some of you are even solid in your relationship. So you think. And you're standing tall. And that's why these things from the past are coming back to release. Because you're in a place that you can handle them now. That makes sense? Okay. So what is it that you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? And by that, I mean, what do you need to make peace with? What is it that you need to make peace with? Interesting. The Emperor. So the Emperor is about building dynasties. The Emperor is very wise. The Emperor is someone that you can lean on, go for counsel. I won't say lean on. Someone you can go for counsel. Someone who's been through a lot. Yeah. And so for some of you, this is a person that maybe you admired one time, at one point, maybe you used to receive counsel from them, maybe you used to look up to them, and they somehow or another disappointed you. And you still, some of you, have not gotten over it. And you harbor this knot in your heart. I feel like you harbor this knot in your heart for them. Yeah, was it justified? It's a matter of perception. Because maybe what you thought they did, they didn't think they did. Maybe they were looking at the bigger picture, but you were wanting them to just look at your side. That's what I'm seeing. For others of you, I feel like it's letting go of the reality of what it takes to be this. Yeah. So there's some person or some situation that you have harbored in your heart. And I don't think you think about it all the time, but I think when the thought comes, it is like, some of you, it's rage. It's like really, really upset. Really, really upset. Like you can never get over this. It could be an ex-husband, could be ex-wife, could be an ex-friend. I'm saying ex because you no longer speak to them. And if you do, it's because you have to. Formal, like very formal. Some of you may be dealing with the court system too. Yeah. And you need to let go of this ego, this anger, I see a knot, and I feel a knot in my heart. This is about your heart. This is about you having the pure heart. Not having people take over. Not having people go over your boundaries. But taking the higher perspective and understanding like the Emperor would. That makes sense? Okay. So, what's my focus? What do you guys need to focus on in the next couple of weeks to be able to manifest these new things? Because you're always looking forward, right? Right, Leo? Probably you're always looking forward too much and you need to like back it off sometimes. But this is where you're golden. This is where you're aligned. You know how to look forward. So, what do you need to focus on and look forward and have your attention towards in the next couple of weeks? You have this Knight of Wands. So for some of you, I feel like somebody will come in for you. You will have the sexual passion, attraction to them. They're coming in with an offering. If this is love, if this is love, this is you, this is this divorce, this thing that happened, this past relationship, that you need to take wise counsel or see it in from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, so that you can release, because you don't want to bring that baggage to this person. Yeah. For others of you, if you are dealing with a divorce or separation of some sort, there is an offer coming to you. you need to listen to your counsel. Your counsel can be God. Your counsel can be universe oneness, your angels, your higher self. But it also could be a person that's helping you through this. You need to take the wise, pure lion heart. Because some of you need to take this offer, and some of you are not going to, because your ego is not in balance. Because you think you're going to get shafted. You think they're out to get you. You think if you're not with me, you're against me. And that's just not true. There are bigger things at play. But you're not going to see that, and I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to translate the messages. So, doing this, what would be your outcome in the next couple of weeks? That's you. Queen of Wands. That's you. If you take this wise counsel, if you release this thing, if you take this offer, I see you flourishing. I see if your focus has been, I need more money, or I want more money, or I want the position, or I want a better life, or I want a better family, or I want a better relationship, or that's you. You got it. You got it, you got it, you got it. Because the Queen or the King of Wands never fail at what they do. They just have to want to do it. That's it. They just have to want to do it. She's a beautiful queen. It's not gender specific for me. She is full of fire. She gets things done. And she knows what she wants. But she too has her ego in balance. Yeah. If you look, she has the dragons on her shoulders because she is the one that directs everything. Make sense? All right, my lovely, luscious lions. So, last are my Aries. All of you, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. It really helps me to be able to do more videos for you guys. Yeah, to get them out there. All right, Aries, what is going on in your world? Sometimes I wish I could just do a lighter tarot. I can't. I try. I can't. I see too much. Honestly, I see perfectly, but you know what I mean. From my human perspective, I see too much. And I want to say it all. But then the 5-minute video becomes the 20-minute and the 30-minute and the hour video. So, Aries, I kind of feel like y'all are lost. I kind of feel like y'all are... no, maybe not lost. Some of you. I kind of feel like you're like, well, okay, which way? Which way do I go? I've kind of learned that I've got to go with the flow, so which way do I go? Yeah, I kind of feel like you're just waiting in anticipation. Not anticipation, just kind of waiting for the signs of where you should go next. Waiting for the signs of where you should go next. Right? Waiting for the signs. Waiting for the signs. That's all I keep hearing. Waiting for the signs of where you should go next. Okay, so where are you at your present? Yep, the Chariot. Which way should I go? Which one do I do? Do I go for love? Do I go for work? Do I go for work and tear some of these people down? I don't know why I'm saying that. Tear some of these people down and show them I know what I'm doing and that, or do I just hang back and focus on my relationships? Focus on having relationships. Which way do I go? So some of you, it is just about work. It is just about your career. It is just about launching your new company, launching your new product, launching your new... I'm seeing like a lot of launching. Others of you, it's about really going after this position that you feel that you've worked really hard for. But should I go after it or should I not go after it? Am I going to get it or am I not going to get it? Kind of waiting for a sign, right? That's where you're at. Even with this, with love, is he or she true, or are they talking a lot of mess? Because they're talking really good talk. And I've fallen for this before, and I don't think I'll fall for it again, but you never know. I'm not confident enough yet. Okay, so what do you need to let go of to move forward from here? What do you need to make peace with to move forward from here? So I feel like some of you, it's this, so the page always comes with news, but I feel like it's a person. I feel like it's this love that you had in the past that you thought was a king, but ultimately was a page. So a king is there to stay, right? But a page is there just to entertain. You were trying to make, yeah, they talked a good talk. You were trying to, because they were able to open you up. They were able to emotionally connect with you. That's why you thought they were the king or the queen, whichever. It's not gender specific. But I feel like this page had ulterior motives. And I feel like you kind of knew that, but you didn't want to know. And so that's why you don't trust yourself with some of the stuff, which has led into your work. If I can't make the decision here and see clearly, can I actually do it here and see clearly, right? So I feel like some of you, and some of you it's a sibling too. Time to make peace with the sibling. Now, if the sibling doesn't want to make peace with you, then you need to send them with love and understand that they're on their path, right? It's time to make peace with this news. It's time to make peace with this person. It's time to make peace with this situation, right? And all you can do is what you can do, Aries. And that is send them with love. Understand that they have their path. Understand that they're going to be who they're going to be because that is their right. Just like it's your right to be who you're going to be and who you are, right? So it's this person, it's this news, it's this situation that sort of cut you. I'm feeling like a knife in my heart. It was the disappointment of, it's the reality that, wow, people do this. It's that, why didn't I see this happen? It's the guilt of all of that. It's like a lot of emotional stuff that you need to release. And releasing means going in there, looking at it again, taking the higher perspective. That means asking your higher self, can you help explain this to me? Because these people are trying me and I don't understand why I need to release this. Yeah, you can talk to your higher self like that. Your higher self knows you. Your higher self is you. So I would get real with your higher self and ask, how can I do this? Okay, so the third position is about your focus and where you need to move forward. And some of you actually need a sign. So I'm asking your guides right now, and your higher selves and your angels, can I have their focus? You have the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. Some of you, it is about waiting for the news. I do see that you have a feeling, because you're intuitive. I mean, you know you're intuitive. So it's about, you're like, I want to make a move. I don't know how to make a move. And I'm kind of waiting because there's going to be a sign, and there is going to be a sign. And this is going to come as a gift. This is going to come as a physical gift. I feel physical. Okay? And you'll know. I feel like I get this gift and you're like, that's it. That's what I was waiting for. That's for some of you. For others of you, it's about turning your attention and being like an earth sign. Turning your attention to what it is that you want. If you want both, if you want love and career, then you can have both. But turning your attention to that means I'm focused on it. I'm taking action. I'm not going to let up until this happens, right? This is about money. This is about position. This is about something that's lasting. It can last for a long time. You have to put in the actual work for it. Not, I'm all in for a month, but then I'm going to release it and let it do its own thing. No, I'm all in every day, 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 every day. I'm in every day. I'm balanced. Maybe I can't be 24/7 on it, but I can give a couple of hours to it. I can give an hour to it. I can give 30 minutes to it. But every day I am going to do something to make this happen. Every day. That's what your intention and your focus needs to be. And if I'm going to commit to this, whatever this is, how can I incorporate that into my daily world so that it is an everyday thing? Make sense? All right. And then the outcome, and this just happened to fall, is the outcome having heeded, right? If you heed these words, the outcome is the Six of Wands. You will be victorious. People will see you for who you are. People will give you the recognition that you deserve. People will. From your point of view, you're like, I've worked so hard. I've done these things and da-da-da-da-da. Why don't I get the recognition? Why don't I get the respect? Why don't I get people to treat me right? Right? But what you're forgetting to see is the bigger picture of, yes, I was all in for 2 months, but then I ghosted. Yes, I did a lot of work that 1 week, but then I ghosted. That's what they're all seeing. Right? So it's a change in perspective. It's about not letting up. That makes sense? All right, my gorgeous ones. Again, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you, love you, love you. Bye.